In this tutorial, we're going to start copying our files across to our development environment and set that up ready to work in. So on my desktop, I have my folder open that has my anims, audio, images, and my libraries. What I need to do is I need to log into IPTO and go to my website. This is the folder on your computer. Now you need to create a new folder. Now the way you do that is you right click and hit new folder and you give it a name. So I'm going to call it game, or well, tutorial actually. So I would recommend that you have two folders, one for the tutorial, one for your actual game. And if it doesn't show up immediately, you can refresh by hitting Control R. Now when I go into the tutorial, I'm going to create 4 folders: anims, audio, images, and libs. So once again, I'm going to create a new folder, right click, anims, audio, images, and libs for the libraries. And then I'm just going to go into each of those folders and I'm going to copy across the contents, so Control A selects, and you just drag things and drop them across. And we'll upload all of these items to the respective folders. Now in the images folder, you make sure you copy across your JavaScript file that contains your world map. It's important that it is in the same folder as your images. And finally, the libraries. Now that everything's uploaded, we need to do a check. You need to go into your images folder and you need to load up this JS file that we have created. You need to click on that and it will load up here on the right hand side. Now if you search through this, you're going to or hit Control F and search for the word image. You'll find for each tile set that you added in your world that it is listed here. Now because I saved my world.js file in the same folder that my images were saved in on my computer, this just has the name of the file. If you haven't done that and you've copied things across and it has something like folder name, person, and it has all of this information in front of it, you need to remove that and just leave the name of the file. So this name here will match this here and it will just be that. And you need to do that for each image that you have or tile set that you have in your particular world. Okay. When you've done that, you're good to go. So the first thing we need to do now is, after we've loaded all our files, we need to create a HTML file because our game is actually going to run on a web page. So that is going to be the goal of this tutorial, to create most of that HTML page. So over here on the right hand side, I'm going to flip to white so it might be easier for you to read. I'm going to hit Save As and I'm going to name it index.html. This will designate it to be a web page. And then I will start writing some code. The first thing in our code is our doc type, to tell the browser what type of file it is. Now I'm not expecting you to understand all of this HTML code. That's not the thrust of our course, but you need to be able to make this page anyway. Next, we need to make some HTML tags because that is what builds a web page. And inside of that, you need to create some head and some body tags. Notice that as I do this, I'm indenting things. I'm tabbing them in. This just makes it a lot easier for us to read. Now the next couple of lines are quite long, but I'm not going to sit here and make you type them. If you go into OneNote, there is a page called scripts. You just need to copy those 3 lines of text. And then you need to paste them into your document. What did these 3 lines of text do? Well, what these do is they go to the internet and they download the P5.js libraries to your web page. This is so it has all those functionalities that we're used to, like rect and all those key controls that we use. Now we need to add some other things to this. We need to import, for now, 3 other files. The first one is that world map. Now it's important the world map comes in this sequence, otherwise afterwards things won't work. So we're going to create a script. It's going to have a source src. And the source is going to be images, which is the name of this folder. And then you put in the name of the file, which is world.js. In my instance, you may have named it something else. So the folder, and then the file name. Additionally, we need to add in our libraries, which under libs, and it is p5.tiledmap.js, and I'm just going to copy that, and the next one is called tiledplay.js. And that is essentially all we need to do for now. In our next tutorial, we will add some features to this page.